is going to be about OneNote. So welcome. I think everyone has been here before. Leah and Candace, thank you so much for attending again. All of my information, if you guys haven't written it down yet, it is on this slide. So feel free to contact me at any time. You can via email or phone. I love to talk. So if you call me on the phone, I would love that. And if you guys need anything in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for you guys as a resource. Same to you too, Mike and David. So I'm always here for help anytime that you need it. So the agenda today is Microsoft Office 365 OneNote and Teams integration. I also wanted to put Teams in there too, so you guys know how they both integrate and utilize. So we're going to go over OneNote, what it is, why it is important to use it, organization, adding content, sharing content, the Teams integration, and what we will be looking forward to in the future. So OneNote. What is OneNote? So OneNote is a note-taking application. It is the hub for all of your notes. This will also help you keep organized with any notes that you take for meetings. Maybe you have a new employee and they're coming in. When I first joined the Fulcrum group, OneNote was my best friend. When I was going through training, I jotted down all my notes. I created SOPs for myself. That way I could understand what I was being taught, and it was in my language. That way, when looking at it, it was easier for me to just catch on. So it's great for organization, great for notes all over the board. What all can you do with OneNote? So there's a ton of things that you can do. So you can pin multimedia within OneNote. You can video record, audio record. Of course, my favorite is to-do lists. So I have lists for my lists, and you can definitely create tasks within OneNote. And I can also, I will also review how to create tasks within Outlook. I know we did Outlook last time, so I kind of want to touch base over connecting Outlook to OneNote. So any task that you create within Outlook, you can also sync it into OneNote, and I'll show you how to do that. You can make charts. You can make tables. So Excel spreadsheets can be placed into your OneNote. You can use it as a collaboration tool, so you can share it. And what's really awesome is if you collaborate with your team, it'll also give you a history and an edit history of who all was on the OneNote or the page, and who did what within the page. So it's really cool to collaborate and share with your team members, your employees, and all that stuff across the board. And so how do you use it effectively? So, or why do we use it? So using it, it is real-time collaboration. So make edits, someone else can make edits, and it'll show. You can track all your changes. You can securely store the information because OneNote is saved into your OneDrive. And so I love OneNote because not only is it electronic, virtual, so say I lost my physical handbook, all my notes are gone. Whereas if you use OneNote, it is in the cloud and you can download it on all of your devices. So I can download the app on my phone. I can download the app on my iPad, any PC, Mac, anything. You can download the application, and you can also reach it via the web. So there's different types of way you can reach it, but say something horrible happens, knock on wood, like a fire, all your notes, they're gone, your computer, gone. You can log into a different computer and all of your information will still be there. You can actually scan handwritten notes and you convert them to texts. So say you're on your iPad and you're writing, say you can write with your iPad, you have a stylus. You can actually, I'll show you later, but you can actually end up creating it and converting into texts. You can draw, and it supports all multimedia. So say you want to say it's for training for someone who's coming in. You can save YouTube channels or YouTube clips, tutorials, and then they will show up in your OneNote. You can put it all in order and then share it to your employee, and then they can just go through it and you can kind of see their progression. And then audio and video recording. Say you don't have time to jot it down or type it up, you can record it and place it into your OneNote for later. And then it's great with integration throughout all of your Microsoft apps and plugins. So it is great with Teams, Outlook, you name it. You can even place in Excel spreadsheets that you've already worked into your OneNote, especially if it's over a project. All these different types of capabilities, and I really want to go through all of those with you today. And then organization. So within OneLook, you will create notebooks. So within the notebook, you will have whatever topic that you would like. So say it's training, or it is meetings, or it's, I don't know, recipes maybe. So you can add any type of notebook. And then the next category would be sections. Then you can divide it into sections. So say it's recipes. If it's recipes, you can do vegetarian, vegan, crock pot, anything like that. And then you can also have your page. So your page is going to be where you can insert all of your information, all of the multimedias that you want to use, all of the notes you want to use, website links, where you even got the recipe link. Then the next is going to be sub pages. So even within the page, you can create a sub page. This is very useful as well. I'll show you how you can organize that, as well as reorganize it within the notebook. And then adding content. Sky's the limit. So this is just a small list of all the content you can add. So you can add to-dos, tables, charts, drawings, everything that I've mentioned before. And then you can also do sticky notes, templates, which I also love. So if it's something that you do over and over and over again to save you time, to be more efficient, you can just create a template, add it, duplicate it, and move it to whatever section or section group you would like, and then work from there. And then also what's amazing is custom tags. So you can create tags for anything, whether it is for something important, something that you do multiple times, or something that you just want to make it kind of a quick, if you want to search for something and you want to make it a quick thing to go to the page, you can, and I'll show you that too, how to make a custom tags that are already available to you, and then how those work. Now sharing. So I'm going to show you how to share, but within OneNote, you can invite people to your specific notebook. You can invite them, you can share it, you can give them editing capabilities or just viewing capabilities. And what I like about OneNote and Microsoft in general is when you share anything, you can it shows you who you're sharing it with. That way you don't get nervous about possibly sharing it with someone else, and it was maybe a personal OneNote that you were doing. So this always allows you to see who has access to your OneNote, or who has access to the notebook, or access to the page that you're sharing. So you can go in and just check it out, see who you're sharing it with, and then also share it with others that you would like. Teams integration. So I'm also going to show you how this is greatly integrated with Teams. So within Teams, in any channel within any team, what you can do at the top, there's tabs. And we've previously looked at tabs. If you were not here during that time, we definitely have a video over that. So when you add a tab, you can add OneNote to any conversation, any meeting, any channel. You can add OneNote and it will sync with your application. So say you're having a meeting with a team member and you guys are collaborating within Teams, it will sync over to your OneNote. So this would be a great tool for any type of meetings that you guys have that you'll have a lot of collaboration over, or just meeting notes. I take notes for meetings all the time. I love to integrate where I organize action items for specific people or something that we've discussed. That way I can always go back and review it so it's never forgotten. And I'll go about how to add this to your tabs just in case and what that looks like. Okay, now we're going to get into the good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do a demonstration for you. I'm going to pull up my OneNote and we're just going to go through everything. Let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. So this is my OneNote. My OneNote, I'll just go ahead and show you the settings portion. So if you're anything like me, I love to customize. I'll go to File, go down to Options, and then here you have all of your settings that you can use for OneNote. So general, your fonts, your font color, you can make it completely customizable to you. You can even do backgrounds. Display, so what do I want to display on my OneLook or my OneNote? And then whether I want my page tabs to appear on the left, I'll just press OK to show you. Okay. And it moves over to my right. I do like it over to the left, so I'm going to go back to File, back to Options, and then I'm going to go back to Display, and then I'm going to click my tabs portion. I'm going to OK it. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear my phone. So sorry about that. And then you can, yes, File, Options, and it did appear back on my left side. You can just go back with proofing if you want it to do spell check for you, autocorrect, any of that, custom dictionaries, and then syncing. So you can see that it is automatically syncing across the board for me. Save and backups, you don't really need to do anything with that. Send to OneNote, so email messages. I'll also show you how you can send any of your pages to anybody via Outlook. Audio and video if you want any type of device, your default, volume, all of that. Languages, so if you want to have different languages, you can. And then customize ribbon. So this is where I get really, really excited. You can customize your ribbon, which is this up here. You can have bullets, copies, all that stuff. So I have all of my main tabs here that I want to show here. But you can go through this list and you can add, you can remove, you can reorganize, anything like that. Feel free to do. There's some really good ones in here. Shapes, to-do tags, use pen or pointer or as pointer, anything like that. And then the quick access toolbar. So this is also good to have. So this is going to be under here. And you can add any of those as well. So something that you just want quick and easy, you can add it. Okay. And then it'll come down right over here for your toolbar. And then you can do add-ins. So any applications that you want to add in, you can. And that's kind of how you can customize your OneLook. And there's a few other tricks as well I'll show you with the view. So now that you know how to kind of change your display, I'm going to show you the view. So when we go to the view, just kind of like Outlook, you can reposition where everything goes, where you want full image, dock to desktop, or normal view, which is this right here. You can make it to where your OneLook has rules as if you're actually in a physical tree notebook. You can hide the page title. And then you can also change color. So right now I have that pretty blue, but I can change it into a red or pink if I wanted to. And you can customize across the board. So my meetings, it's going to look like this, where then I can customize this as well. So each one doesn't have to stay the same. You can customize it all over. So I'm going to go back to kind of my favorite color is blue. So that's kind of what view looks like. Now we'll go dive in deep over organization. So currently right now I have my notebooks pinned. So it looks like I can pick between any notebook I want. And then within my notebook, I can go to my groups. So my sections are up here and then my pages are down here. So I can go between any notebook I want. I can unpin it, and then I can also go back to lists and pin it again. I can also, let's see, if I unpin, I can also add a new notebook. I could do a quick note and then open other notebooks. Say you have two different accounts, whether it's business and personal, you can add both in here, and you can keep track of everything, which I really, really like. Everything in one place is my favorite. So again, these are your notebooks. These are your sections, your section groups, and then these are your pages. And you can add any pages that you want. And I kind of did some random fun, just kind of to show everything that I can do. All of the multimedias, which I'll dive into. But it's super fun. Add a page, add a section, add a page. If you want to at all ever edit the name, you can right click, rename, delete it maybe, copy it, copy link to page. So if you want to copy the link to the page, you can send it to someone and they'll have that link and they'll have availability to view that page. You can move it. So if I want to move this page to a different section, I can. Popped up on my other screen. So I can move this to any different section that I wanted. I'll move it or I can copy it over, any of those two. And then you can just add as many as you want. Now, if you want a sub page, you can right click and you can go down and make a sub page. So you will have to add a page, and if you want to make it a sub page, make sub page. You can also revert it back by promoting the sub page to a page. New page, mark as read, any of those things. Okie dokie. Now let's dive into creating one. So this is my meetings. For all of my meetings, I can post. I'll show you here. So insert home. So on my home screen, of course, I can change this page's font, the font size, any of that. And then I can go into my to-dos, my tags, my find tags. And that's why I really want to bring up tags, is because anything that you want to search for in the future, if you make something a specific tag, you can go over to the search bar and you can pick whether you want it to be in all of your notebooks, one notebook, maybe one page. You can put your tag in here and it'll show you. Okay, so this is my OneNote page. And I can, these are my meetings. If I have one, maybe I want this to be to-dos for today. To-dos. Then I can make a to-do. I can make my task. Make another task. Task 2. And I can just organize my day. And then as soon as I go through my day, I'm like, yep, got that done, got that done, got that done. If you want to do a tag, you can find a tag, and over here you have different things that you can do with it. So say something is super important, or maybe it's something in Outlook. All of these have a different tag. I can do it by date. I can do it by name, so the tag name. I can do it by section, anything like that. So if I have a tag, I can go through and I can search for it. Tag summary. Outlook tasks. this is something that really excites me as well. So throughout the day in any of your meetings, you can go through and let's do Outlook tasks today. You can create this as a task and it will also transfer over to your Outlook. And then, oh, this is the meeting details. But okay, so Outlook tasks, you can go to today, go to tomorrow, next week, there's no date, and you can make it this a task and it will also transfer over to your Outlook. So it'll show up in your Outlook as a task on your calendar. If I want to email the page, I can email it by clicking this. It'll populate just a regular email template, but you will want to have your Outlook open at the same time, just in case. And then meetings. So today's meetings, I have all these meetings, and just like my daily affirmations, I can go in and I can press this and it'll populate my meetings information. I'll take a little time. There we go. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. It'll show my meeting information. It'll show my notes. And I can also type in here notes, maybe from the meeting that I had that day. Perfect. Does anyone have questions so far? I know it's a lot. We good? Okay. I'm going to continue on. So then this is also insert. So this is where you can use different types of media. So tables, you can use tables. I want to insert a table that is that big, and I can, insert all of my information into these. I can customize my table. I'm good. Insert. You can attach a file. You can attach a spreadsheet. So an existing spreadsheet that you've already created that's over maybe a specific project, or you can do a new Excel spreadsheet. And when you do that, I'll insert a spreadsheet. You can click on this and it'll take you directly to a new Excel spreadsheet. Screen clippings. So screen clippings is amazing. If this is something that you do not already have, what you can do is you can go on to your favorite web browser and look up OneNote screen clipping. It will give you a link to where you can actually install where it clips things for you. And I'll show you what I mean. So I know a lot of people use like a screenshot, or I also use Snip. But if you would like, you can also use the OneNote screen clipper. So you can go to any website. Let me see. You can go to any website and do recipes. So you can go to any website. Ooh, that looks yummy. Right click, OneNote web clipper. So you'll go in here, loading preview. I can add a note, anything like that. I can do where I want a specific, I just want this. And then I can put the location. So I can put, I want it in this one, I want it in my new section, anything like that. Bookmark it, all that stuff. So if I do that, let's see if I'm in meetings. I'm in, so if you do meetings, clip, view in OneNote. Let's see. Which one did I put it in? It might be in a different OneNote. I have two separate OneNotes that I haven't synced together. So if I want to take it to my web clip, I can web clip it and it'll come to your OneNote. Let's see. Okay, so that's screen clipping again. To do OneNote web clipper and it'll install. And when you right click in your web browser or anything that you would want to screenshot, you can use. And again, it'll show you this and then your options if you want the full page or not, or just a snippet. Pictures, online video, and then so these are any type of sources that you want to put on, so training videos, tutorials, and then you can also use links. So files, any other places for notes. You can also do a recording. So if you want to record, you can do an audio over a specific topic and then also record a video of yourself. So this could be maybe you're doing a training and you want to have a specific thing explained. You can do a recording, it'll populate, and then you can just press record and then it will show up. Oh, here it goes. Voila, it just took a little minute. Awesome. And then you can also specify the time, date, stamp, and then page templates. So like I mentioned before, these are templates that you can go ahead and create. They also have templates available for you as suggestions, something that, so you don't have to start from scratch. So I like those as well. But if it's something that you know that you do on a consistent basis, you can just go ahead, create a template, and then you can just add it in. Now for drawing. So drawing, you can use for anything basically. So you can type, lasso, select. This is what I was talking about when you're maybe possibly have your iPad and you're looking and you're writing, you'll lasso it. So you'll lasso select it and then it will create a text for you. All that if I want to insert a new space, I can rearrange. So maybe I want to have like a picture in here and then I want to make it my background or something. I can do that as well. And it also can do math for you. So that's super cool. History, I can mark this as read. So whoever I shared the page with knows that I've read it. That way they know everything. Recent edits, you can see who's done what. You can find specific authors for the shared OneNotes that you have done. And then you can also hide authors as well if you don't care who's edited or anything like that. And then page versions, and of course you can recycle. Review, you can do spelling, you can do research, thesaurus, and then translate. So this is really cool. I just found this tool actually. So I can translate anything. So I can translate a specific text and I can choose which language I want it to turn into. So let's go to daily affirmations, or I'll type out something. So I want to translate, select, oh, okay. I'm going to select my text, translate, selected text. Yes. Then you'll go over here. So sorry, let me move this real quick. You'll go over here and then you can translate into anything that you want. So say I want my English to turn into Spanish. Maybe I'm not fluent in Spanish and I kind of know it a little bit, but I'm talking to someone or someone on my team member that is their main language. I can translate it over into Spanish. Translate it to Spanish. Insert, and then voila, you have your sentence translated, and then you can also translate it back. And then linked notes. So these are Word documents, PowerPoints, anything you can actually link to everything. View again, we've already gone over how you can do full page, normal page, anything like that. And then I also want to show you the help button. So I really, really like the help button. So you can have, if you click here, if you would want to know more about OneNote, you can go ahead and click on show training. And if it's a specific thing that you want to go over, you can click it and it will have a list of certain things that you guys can review, which I think is a very, very helpful tool. If it's something that I haven't covered, or maybe it's something that you want more detail in, that's definitely something that you can go over. Now, once you have all of the information that you want on your one page and you're ready to share with your team members, you can go to File, Share, and then you can click on, currently right now I'm sharing my list, but you'll have a list of all of your notebooks that you would like to share, and then you can do share by a link, or you can share with people, and you can specifically type in the people that you want. You can go into here your address book, which will sync with your Outlook. You can say, I want them to edit it, I want them to view it, and then I can send them a personal message. Once I have that done, I'll share it, and then they will show up here. In their Outlook inbox, they will have a shared link. So it'll show up as so-and-so has shared this notebook with you or this page, open it. And then they'll be able to open it, and it accepts their permissions. Move notebook. Okay, perfect. I also want to express that you can export it. So you can export any page, any section, any notebook into a Word document, a PDF, anything like that. Maybe you guys are done collaborating, everything is perfect. Maybe you want to create it into a PDF, then print it off. You can do that. So you can export those things as a PDF for future or any hard copy. Now, I do want to show you what you can do within Outlook and then also Teams. So a few tips and tricks over Outlook and Teams. Let me pull up my Outlook real quick. So I have my Outlook open. And like I was talking about earlier, any type of tasks. So say I want to create a task, I can also exit out of that. But if I want to create a task, I'll go to New Items, I'll go to Task. It'll populate this way. Test, start 14. I can also do status and priority. How much is already accomplished. I've got to save it first. Let's see. Tasks. Oh, creating tasks. Make this bigger. Where'd you go? Okay. Where did you go? So that's creating a task. Let's go to, so sorry. Oh, yes. There we go. Then you'll go down to your bottom over here where you can see your mail, calendar, and then 3 dots. You can go to your tasks. It'll populate to, and then you can have all of this. So you can organize these as well. And then it also will send over to your OneNote by doing right-click, OneNote, and then you can decide where you want it to go. As soon as you decide that, you'll press that, okay, and then it'll populate over in your OneNote. And then there you go. You have a new section, a new page within your section. Let me bring, and then also if you're done with it, you can click the flag, and it'll also tell your Outlook you're done with that task. So the flag is available or open right now. Click it. Now you got a check mark. You can go to your task and then see that it has been completed. Might take a little bit. There we go. Done. That task is done for the day. So you can do your to-do list, prioritize, anything like that. So that's very useful to kind of keep along the boards, just syncing and organizing and all that stuff. Now I will go over to Teams, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of what OneNote can do in Teams. So right now, I can go to my Teams, I can go to any of my channels, and then this is the tab portion. So you'll press click, add a tab, and then all of these applications will populate for you. So my favorites are OneNote, Asana, Smart, sheet. So anything that I kind of keep track of, certain things I can do. And then you can press OneNote. And then you can say which notebook you want them to see. And then you can also tell your team in the channel, you can post it to where they get a notification, or you can unclick it. So maybe you just want to add, but you don't want to bring anyone's attention to it. You can do that as well. Or you can paste as a OneNote link. So if you paste it in a OneNote link, it'll create a new conversation for you. And then everyone within that channel can press it and they can just go over to your OneNote page. But I'm going to do, let's see. It's going to populate for me. I can create a new section. Sky is the limit here. So any of those things you can do. So you can save it, post it, and it'll go to the channel. I don't want to share that. So, but as soon as you, let's see, I'll do to not post in my channel so that no one will get a notification. But as soon as you press OK, it'll populate for you, and then you all can collaborate together. And then it'll also sync with your OneNote. So all of this collaboration will sync over to your OneNote application so you can use it for future. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Remove. And that is how you can add in any OneNote into any of your channels for any of your teams for any type of collaboration. And then they themselves can create tasks. They can create anything really. Tasks, lists, to-dos. Maybe it's a project that you're working on, any type of notes for certain meetings, anything like that you can do within that OneNote through Teams. Does anyone have any questions thus far? Hopefully, was there anything that anyone learned new?
Everything.
Really? Okay, cool. I'm excited. Yes, there's a lot that you can do with OneNote. And it just really, it syncs across the board, and it's here to make everything more efficient, faster, smoother. So you're not going everywhere, and it just syncs and has all of your information in one place for your team. So I really, I like that. I'm a big person when it comes to notes, training, anything like that. I have my own personal OneNote that I keep track of, and everything is organized. So this is one way. And if you want to create different organizations, maybe you already started a OneNote, but it's not in the organization that you would like it, you can always change it. So I can move this and copy it over to a different section possibly if I wanted, or maybe it's just moving my pages within my section. Maybe I want this one to be up here. Maybe I want this sub page to be there. Anything like that you can do and personalize it to you. And that is one thing that I love the most is customization. Being able to customize and to create something that is that helps me in my workflow. Now, if anyone has any questions in regards to anything that I've mentioned today, or you want a little bit more, maybe a one-on-one with me, please feel free to email me or call me. I would love to set something up with you, and we can go over anything in more detail. Or maybe it's helping set up a certain system for you. We'll be glad to do that with you. For our next training, I do want to mention a few other applications that we haven't dived into yet. And I would love feedback and any opinion in regards to these. So this is one of the applications is Word, and of course you can use it as lists, bullets, creating customization, or maybe it's adding and changing things from maybe like the team, you're writing up something, creating a whole new process like an SOP, or you are even creating a document for a new client or a new team member who's coming on board, and you just want to kind of level up, on your Word. Definitely, that is something we can do next time. And then PowerPoint, graphs, presentations, all of that stuff we can go through. This is another goodie. I love Excel. So Excel is one of my favorites as well, with sorting, filtering. I love doing built-in formulas. I have probably about a handful of spreadsheets that have formulas that I use, and also with automation you can do. So I don't know if that's something that you guys would like to go over. And then we also have Planner. So Planner is something that helps you I guess see it in a big overview. So Planner is maybe you're working on a project and you have different tasks, or someone on your team has different things that they need to do for this project. It is definitely something, it's kind of like a calendar, but you can also graph it. It's super cool. So categorizing, checklists, anything like that, planning wise. You can also, all of these are syncable and integrated with Teams, Outlook, everything. So if you guys would like, I don't know which one you guys would like to speak over the next time that we are together, mid-February. But out of those four, which one really speaks to you guys? Which one do you feel would be more beneficial to you in helping you be effective in your role in your success? Any of them I really enjoy, so it's totally up to you guys.
Well, I would think Excel would be a big one, but
Okay.
you're gonna have to bring your A game on that one. So
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll level up, I will definitely, we will talk about Excel next time, if that is all right with everybody else. And
I heard somebody say something about pivot tables. So
I love pivot
pivot
tables.
tables.
yeah. So
Okay. I like that. Let's do that. So we'll go over Excel next time. The next time that we meet will definitely be mid-February. So it's going to be, yes, February 11th is a Thursday. I do believe it is the second week of February. Same time, same day of the week, just February 11th. So I'm super excited to see you all there, and we will talk about Excel.
sounds
Thanks,
good.
Caitlin.
Thank you. If you guys have a good one, okay?
Thanks,
You too.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.